trouble with love is.
What's the worst way you've ever accidentally outed yourself?
So here's a fun story that I don't share ever. I have been working in senior living for the last 10 years, and I'm bisexual, but not open at work. So I intercepted a conversation one day with just two older men saying how women have to go on hormones later in life or they just go crazy. And me, never knowing when to shut my mouth, said, that's actually not true. Some women never go on birth control, never go on hormone therapy, and they're totally fine. So the one man turns to me and says, "Young lady, do you know how many women I've slept with? I think I know what I'm talking about." So in a moment of what I can only describe as insanity, I turned to him and said, "Sir, do you know how many women I've slept with? I think I know what I'm talking about because I am one." I found out later that my coworker and my manager had overheard the entire conversation. That went well.
Wally and Eve are both non-binary.
What are you talking about? Keep your liberal politics out of my kid's movie. Wally's a boy and Eve is a girl.
But they're robots. They don't have genitals.
Yeah, but, Wally's square and does construction, and Eve is, feminine and sexy looking.
So, gender is a matter of presentation and expression and not a matter of biology.
No, gender's just about your genitals.
Then, Wally's non-binary. He doesn't have genitals.
No, Wally's a boy.
Then, gender is a matter of expression and not...
No, gender's just biological.
Then, Wally doesn't have a gender.
No, he's a boy robot.
Look, I don't have anything going on.
I used to be a tour guide on double-decker buses in downtown Chicago. I loved that job. I got to meet people from all over the world who wanted to know about Chicago history and architecture. I also got to meet a lot of moms from the suburbs who wanted to know about where's the Giordano's pizza. And as I was researching history, what I realized is that a lot of times they write out the fact that someone was gay. So I decided to put gay people back into the history of Chicago. For example, I'd be like, well, we're not going to go down there, but if we kept on going, we'd get to the Hull House, founded by Jane Addams. She was a lesbian. And the suburban moms would be like, "Oh no," as they're eating their pizza. Yeah, and if we kept on going, we'd get to the neighborhood of Woodlawn, where Moms Mabley recorded an album at the Tivoli Theater. She was a lesbian. Oh no! This is a statue of Abraham Lincoln. He was a lesbian. Oh no! Oh?
This is LGBTQ plus stuff they didn't teach me in school, so I'm teaching myself. A lot of books were a lot gayer than we thought. And like their authors at the times, their characters were not out, but the stories reflected the loneliness and hardships of being LGBTQ plus. Do you remember reading the stories of Frog and Toad? These cuties? Frog and Toad was written by Arnold Lobel and published in 1976. Arnold's daughter credits Frog and Toad for being the beginning of Arnold coming out to his family. Even though they referred to each other as friends, Frog and Toad broke boundaries because it showed two same-sex characters that showed immense love for one another. Tragically, Arnold Lobel died in 1987, a victim of the AIDS crisis. If you've ever been in a relationship that you've had to hide, you can probably relate to the final page of the Frog and Toad story alone. They were two close friends, sitting alone together.
So, big news today. First of all, I got engaged, but more importantly, the Stardew Valley board game came!
Rude.
Oh my god, I am so glad we are finally doing this road trip.
So glad. We needed it.
Needed it.
Needed it.
Especially after you...
I can't. Oh, okay. So where are we going first?
Love that. Love that.
No.
What are we gonna do when we get there?
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh.
Can I just say, I love us.
Love us.
I think we all work so well together.
Yeah. Hippie, I think you're gonna take this exit up here.
No, I'm not.
No, yes, you definitely
No,
are.
I'm not. You would have told me if I.
No, he's
What do
saying
I
his
do? Am I
next
supposed to get off? Am
No,
I supposed to get off this?
What
What am I doing?
The Bible says if a man lays with another man, he should be stoned. I've been doing it right all these years.
Story time of the biggest bi panic I've had to date. Basically, my friend and I went to a bar, and she is super hot, so gets a lot of attention, and all the guys were coming up to her, and we were just counting all the guys that were coming up to her. This one guy came up to our table and was talking her ear off, trying to get her Instagram and all that bullshit. He was trying to get his friend to come over, and I was just not having it. Was making all these faces, and I have a very expressive face, so if I don't like you, you fucking know. There were these lesbians across the way, and I kept eyeing them, and I was like, I'm gay, do you see me? And they picked up on it. So they came over and talked and shooed the guy away, which I was very grateful for. But then my friend went to the bathroom, which wasn't really the bathroom. She just went to go talk to those guys. So I was alone for a hot minute. Then this one guy that I'd been eyeing came over to my table and was like, hey, do you want to come over to my table? And I was like, oh my God, maybe, I don't know. I haven't been out of my house in a really long time, so I was like hella nervous. As he's talking to me, the lesbians start yelling at him, no, come to our table, come to our table. So then he backed away, went back to his table and was like, are we gonna have to rock, paper, scissors for Zoe? I was like, what the fuck is happening? First of all, how do you know my name? Second of all, do I go with the lesbians or do I go with the guy? Lesbians or
Yeah, so we've actually decided that we're going to start the process of adopting a kid. Ew, wow. Okay, wow. That'll be a really, fun.
This is the girl I've been talking to. Before dating, we agreed to make presentations of why we should date the other. Enjoy.
Thank you for coming to my presentation. This is Why You Should Date Me by Megan Pickle. What are the pros and what are the cons? Let's start with the cons list. 1. There are none. Period. Then number 2. I can be your personal photographer, babe. Not to brag. But. 18 out of 25 of your Instagram I took. Reason number 3. Our lives are more interesting together. Reason 28. Wait, what? I'm fucking funny, dude. Let's look at the stats. Out of this graph I've made, your exes, they're at like below the office. I'm not even on the list, bro. Honestly, I would be satisfied with dad puns, but that's fine. Number 7. Wait.
Hello? Is anyone there? Anna? Christoph? Olaf? I'm gay? Is anyone there?
Elsa! Oh no! I heard you calling. This enchanted forest is so disorienting.
Oh, it sure is. Well, I don't know whether we're heading north, south, gay, or west.
Did you say gay?
No! I'm not anything. You have a fulfilling heterosexual marriage at the age of 18, and I've just spent 2 whole movies playing with snow. Both are equal and good. And then in Frozen 3, I can just freeze my eggs.
Elsa, it's okay. You see? We all know, we've all known since you were a tween.
So I'm a lesbian. I have never questioned if I liked women. I adore women, quite frankly, far too much to ever question or try to hide that part of myself, but I did always question if I was interested in men, because the only men that I were ever really interested in were fictional, from books, from TV shows, or were only really cute in the right lighting, or were really feminine. Later on, I realized that I was a lesbian and I'm not attracted to men at all. If you're having this problem, because I'm seeing this a lot on bisexual TikTok, you might not be bisexual. You might genuinely only be attracted to women. I know for me, it was really hard to go from calling myself bisexual to a lesbian because I felt like I was like missing out on men, but I didn't even like men. And if you really are so kind of disgusted by men and you're just think men are gross, you might not be into them at all. It might just be comp het, babe. Think about it.
Y'all, I just had a meeting with a person who we had never met before. It was for work and we had to do a Zoom and I had to meet them. I'm from a company, they're from a company. Our companies had to meet. Immediately I was like, oh my God, that's another queer person. We're 2 queer people meeting. And it was a gays meeting and it was so gay. And this is it, and it became what it was, and what you're gonna say, it was flirty. I'm living with my parents in Minnesota. It's because of COVID. I haven't seen another gay. I haven't seen another I haven't gotten to flirt with a gay in so long. The feeling. I feel like I'm gonna explode. Do you know the feeling when you're like, oh, are they? And then you're like, cause I'm thinking it, of course they are. And then it's like, oh, and are we? And then it's like, of course we are. The day was a good day at work.
So today I learned that geckos are gay. And not only just gay, but a bunch of lesbians. Like, they have not found male geckos. So it's literally just a bunch of gay female geckos reproducing and surviving on their own. Isn't that freaking cool? So I was talking to my coworker about this who has like 8 geckos, which is why we were talking about this. And he was like, yeah, I mean, it's not really sex because like they don't actually like, you know, share eggs. They don't like reproduce together. So it's technically not sex. They just like stimulate each other. And I'm like, bro, are you homophobic towards your geckos? And I got really sad that those poor geckos, those gay geckos, don't have a loving home. And personally attacked.
Dear LGBTQ plus youth.
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 Whether you are out or not,
you are seen and valued.
No matter what homophobic
or transphobic legislation is passed,
we will continue to stand up
and fight for your rights.
For every person that puts you down
or makes you feel less than,
there are literally millions of us thinking about you.
And we're fighting for a world where you are celebrated for who you are.
Celebrated for who you are.
Or celebrated for who you are.
Celebrated for who you are.
Or celebrated
for who you are.
We are proud to have you part
of our chosen unicorn family.
Be brave.
Be bold.
Be true. Be you.
With love, Brave Trails.
You ever seen a ghost? I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was sitting over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I made a salad with craisins. Hello, I'm Chip Mulaney. I'm your father. But sometimes he would be gay. Ever been to the goddamn zoo? I used to smoke crack. What's yesterday? Shut up, you're all gonna die. Street smarts. Boom, orange juice. That's life. Now I've thrown him off his rhythm. Give us some money! Stay down on the ground. Stay down on the ground, you motherfucker. Do my friends hate me, or do I just need to go to sleep? But why don't we just tell our relatives that I'm a 4-year-old boy? Hey! Do you want me to kill that guy for you? I am now gross. And what?
One of the great things about being queer is I can dress however the fuck I want, and people will assume that I have a sense of fashion. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but if you call it bad, I'm just gonna call you homophobic in return.
Oh God, what if when he sees me, I like him and he knows it? What if he opens up a door?
Hi, I'm Ty, and my pronouns are they, them. What are your pronouns? What is that supposed to mean? It means what are your pronouns? Are you trying to call me a queer? No, I'm just asking you for your pronouns. I don't have pronouns. I'm pretty sure you do. I don't. Everyone has pronouns. Honestly, pronouns are stupid. Well, we all have them, so. Okay, don't push your agenda on me. I have no agenda. Have a nice day, my friend. What are pronouns?
Bill, you came out?
I came out with the old gays to all my classmates and my family. That's a big step.
He looks much happier.
I am.
Y'all scream all day, I'm gay and I'm proud. Tell your grandmother.
I did when I was 18. It's been a long time since I've been 18, so I called up my grandma. And the first thing she asked me is, you still like girls? Yes, ma'am, I do. Oh, good. Okay. So you a girl or a boy? I'm a girl. Are you sure? I was.
is this like just a universal thing for like gay or like bisexual people? Like I didn't realize I was bi. So like whenever I saw a girl, I was like, oh, like I just want to look like her. I just want to be her. I just like her personality. I just like who she is. No, I love her. Like I love you. And I was like, yeah, that's totally normal. I'm straight as a board. Straight. It's not like I wouldn't think about them at night. Or, you know, fall asleep by making scenarios up in my head about us. It's not like I looked up girls kissing at the ripe age of 8 years old. I just was like, yeah, this is normal. This is what it is. I'm straight, right? No. No, I'm in love with you. That's what it is. I'm in love with you. I love women. Kiss me, all of you. Right now?
Exactly. I have Jesus on my side because I'm from the South. Ah! Jesus, why did you do that?
I actually identify as super straight. Bro, what does that even mean? It means I only date biological women. Like, I don't date transgenders. Oh, so you date a trans guy then? Huh? You date a trans guy since biologically they were born a female and then transitioned into a male. So by your logic, you believe that they're women and you would date them. Hold on, I didn't say. I mean, shit, if you like to get pegged, you could have just said that. You didn't have to make a whole club for closeted homosexuals. But I'm super straight. Well, that shit sounds super gay, not to mention it's the Grindr colors. Oh, really? That's a coincidence, actually. I mean, listen, man, I get it. It can be intimidating dating a woman who has a bigger dick than yours, but for some reason I have a feeling that that's not what bothers you about dating trans women. It's okay that you're insecure in your own masculinity and sexuality, but don't take it on an entire group of people.
Here's some things that I just don't understand. The first one, straight people. This one, I just don't really get it. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do as a straight person. The next one is the straight sexuality. As a sexuality, I just don't understand what that really means. The next one is heterosexual people. I don't get or understand how that works. If you could just let me know on that one. The next one is boys who like girls. I don't get it. And the last one is the most confusing. It is girls who like boys. Also, I just don't get it and I don't understand.
Out of Lone Star Bar one Friday night late, well in came Joe with a girl I used to date. Joe looked at me and I looked at him and I flashed my old flame and knowing grin. Joe didn't like the smile she and I passed, and no doubt Joe wanted to kick my ass. And I said, well buddy, you don't gotta be mad. I'm here with my date and his name is Chad. Knowing the fighting was about to begin, Joe reared back, but Chad stepped in. The whole bar grew still, and some started to jeer when Chad said, hey, Texas, hold my beer. Hey, Texas, hold my beer.
Welcome to the Hall of Pronouns. We're here for the workshop the gay men are running today. Take it away. All right, it is about time you learn how to sit in chairs. Are you all ready? Yes. 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 Okay. First, you need to sit down and make sure that your back is straight. There's nothing straight about me. Why do we have to do this, Commander? I feel like the way that we sit is totally fine. Just listen, please. One strategy you can take is to cross your legs. But you have to be right side up. Commander, sitting has nothing to do with our character. I don't know why we need to do this. You passed. Is this a test? On how to overthrow societal standards. Yes! Commander! I'm so proud of you.
So what exactly is this? An amazing friendship between two guys, which will soon turn sexual. And after months and months of vigorous lovemaking, we'll realize it's exactly that. It's love. So we make it official, even on Facebook. And a year later, you pop the question and I say yes. We have the most amazing wedding. We live an incredible life. We retire. We move to Vermont. We live our golden years there. But sadly, I die first, which crushes you. You never find another lover because I was your true love. Also, you were 98 and you die a week later because you couldn't live without me. That's what this is. I was talking about this thing. Oh, that's a sponge.
Meow, 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 meow.